Hello and welcome back to Leekington Lakes, and you're watching Steve on Taking Terminal. We are just at our wooden coaster, which still needs to be named, so if you have thought of any names, please feel free to leave in the comments. I might actually start a poll to suggest a few names and see what we should call it, but the area of the park is looking pretty good, I think. Like, I do like this curved little exit bridge, which I kind of had to bodge in because I misjudged where the exit was going to go. In other words, Steve didn't think about where the exit was going to go in before he started building. I do quite like this cantilevered roof there that kind of covers the people in the bays and the train. If you're the operator, sorry, you're going to get soaks if it starts to rain. But I think it's looking absolutely fantastic. So today, I'm thinking of adding a small attraction in this area, or potentially on this side of the wooden coaster. I'm not quite sure where yet, and I'm not quite sure what. I'm actually thinking potentially going for Go Karts, which is something I don't normally build in any theme park game, whether that be Roller Coaster Tycoon or Parkitect or even Planet Coaster. It's just one of the ones I tend to forget about. But I think a small park like this, they're wanting to make a relatively cheap investment. They just started out in theme parks. I think they probably would go for something like Go Karts, just as like a starter attraction, if you will. So probably going to be a short one today, putting the Go Karts in. I'm not sure which side of this coaster to put these in, whether to put them on this side, because it is quite a big station area for the go-karts, or to put them on this side. I am thinking potentially going this side and in the station around here. You gonna go for it? Yeah, go for it. Right, there we go. We're on our way now. You're going to delete that immediately because I don't know if I like the elevation of that. I wonder if I can sink it down into the ground a little bit more. It's, right. I want to... Let's try and see if I can get this worked in, so... Oh, that's as low as it's going to go. It just looks a little bit like raised up off the ground. Maybe I'm going to have to do a bit of terrain editing. So, go-karts, I'm not the best at doing go-karts, I will be honest. They're not really something I tend to build, so I'm not really sure what would make an exciting layout. I have actually recently been on some go-karts at Fun Spot in Orlando. It was absolutely fantastic. Andy was driving. I was just a passenger in the go-kart, a two-seater go-kart. It was fun. That's all I'm going to say. I might try and see if I can get some footage of us on the go-karts, and if I can, I will put that in at some point during this build. Andy was actually very good at doing the go-kart driving, very fast. I'm sure if it was a race, probably would have got first place. But yeah, okay. I think that's quite an interesting coming around with the curve of the wooden coaster and then over this way. Now I do want to leave a bit of space back here because we need to get our workshop connected up to our park, which we haven't done yet. And I'm going to need a little bit of space to put that in, so I am probably going to keep it pretty close to here. Now, I don't want to go flat and add something, or straight should I say, and add something here. You drive under potentially? No, I don't know. No, just go for it, okay. And I think we'll go on a tight corner here towards the end. And in fact, I mentioned it, the Orlando go-karts, they're actually on multi-level, so they kind of go up in the air. I'm not really wanting any bumps in this one. I kind of want it just to be straight, so, well, straight, flat. Getting my words all muddled up today. Yeah, I don't think there's any need to have anything too crazy going on there. So we smooth that. That should. Still has a bit of a weird yeah, I'm not happy with that. The corner just seems a little bit off there. That's a lot better actually. I think it just kind of glitched out a little bit with how I wanted to put that in. So Go Karts, they are in, they are done. Yep, we can put the tree like that. Move the tree over here for now. We need to also think about getting that railway in at some point, which I was going to have over this side, but I'm thinking now probably going to put the station around here somewhere. It might well... you have kind of blocked yourself in there. I think the train is going to have to come up on this side of the pathway if you decide to put a train in at some point. I don't think I have it researched yet. I've got the little train but not the big train. It's like the log flume. I really want to put a log flume in, but that's not researched. You've only got the Splash Mountain Disney log flume, which is, I think, a little bit too big for what we are aiming for here. So let's put in. I'm going to increase the land height just a touch there, and then I'm going to try and find where it's just not quite covering the track. Ah, I know what I've done there, because I adjusted it down a bit, didn't I? So I need to kind of get the balance of this right and put that there. I need a smaller brush tool for doing this. There we go. Just like that. That's a lot better actually. Level the station off with the ground. Then I'll lose that train. Okay, I think that's as good as we are going to get that. Now, okay. Let's have a look, see what scenery pieces we have and see what we can build. So I'm looking for something that looks tyre shaped, which might be easier said than done. Let's just type in tyre. There might be something already in here. No. Nope. Nothing there. I'm sure something will jump out at us as we are kind of scrolling through. There's quite a lot of pieces to choose from, but I'm not finding anything that's kind of jumped out at me yet. I don't really want to have to build my own. Like we could use this potentially as a tyre. It's is there anything more round? What about that one? That one? It's annoying, we've got tyres here. This would be perfect. Why can't I just have that? Because that would be fantastic. That literally would be perfect for what I'm wanting to do. That kind of could be a tyre, I suppose, if we turn it upside down. Let's see how that looks. Flip that over and see how that is. Not quite all the way over. There we go. So, and you just turned it back the other way. Forgot to click the tick button there. I'll just do that again. There we go. Is that level? Ah, right, okay. I know what's happened there. Put that. Yeah, we need to put it on something flat. This is flat, so that should be okay now. Change the colour of it. Let's lift it up. Flip it over. There we go. Can we rescale that? Oh, okay, we can. So we can make it a little bit more tyre size there, like that. Cool, that's fine. So you might be thinking, Steve, what are you doing? I'm wanting to make our own kind of wall at this side of the track here. And I'm not very good at doing this, so we'll see how this kind of turns out. So I'm just going to stack these up on top of each other, and then hopefully it should let me select these, and then has it selected the Go Karts as well? Oh, it hasn't actually. I don't. No, it hasn't. Cool. 4 tyre. Yeah, that's right. So now we've got that, we can group the scenery. So this is now 1. I should be able to duplicate it here. Oh, I could. I'm not going to just keep doing that because I don't think that's going to work out. Come on, let me click it. This is where you have to kind of like... I'm going to pause time a bit because I've noticed we're getting a lot of research points and I'm wanting to kind of do a bit of a slower kind of game to get in the research. So I'll just pause the game a minute while I'm playing around with trying to get these tyres selected. There we go. I think I should be able to rotate these around as well, so that we can kind of get them, like, I don't want them perfectly in line. Yeah, to be fair, something like that. Just, you know, we have a few more on one side and just like different heights as they go. Okay, yep, and we'll pop. We'll just change the height of that. We'll put that just a little bit lower. Now we've done that, we should be able to select all these. Yep, 6. What have we selected 6 of? What else have I selected there? I don't know. Let's just see what happens. 6 buildings, okay. Yes, that's right, because we'd be grouping together 24 items, that's about right. So we group those together. Now we should be able to very quickly build a wall, just like this. Just going down the side. Okay, fantastic. Oh. Come on, down you go. I think we are actually on a slightly weird angle to how this should be. I'm just going to move that over just a touch to kind of keep us a little bit in line with where we want to be. Okay, put that there, and let's go here, and we'll just keep going down and down. Having a bit of variety hopefully makes it look semi-okay. And then here, I am just going to rotate that round, and hopefully, if my calculations are correct, that should about fit. Not quite, but nearly. Oh, I didn't really want to do that. This has gone sky high. So I'm going to zoom this one down here. You can see it kind of creeping over towards the left there, so it isn't quite perfect, but it's okay for what we're doing. They're only stacked up tyres. They don't need to be 100% perfect. About there. Probably sink that down into the ground a little bit. Okay, so we've got like a little bit of a tyre wall there to kind of, well, yeah. It does a thing, I suppose. So, let's edit the scenery group. Can I? Oh, actually. Oh, it is actually letting me split that into an individual, so that's great. We'll just pop one there. And one over here, just to kind of fill that gap there. Splendid. That is absolutely fantastic. We've got the tyres in there. So, right then, next task. Are we going to add a little bit of theming to the ride, like over here? You did say you wanted a bit of an element here, so maybe some kind of archway would be interesting. Ooh, archway. Okay, yeah. But what we got? We can do that out of then? Some kind of bridge. Ah, maybe we could have the bridge from over here come over. No, I don't like that idea actually. I thought of an idea and decided to scrap it. It's not quite what I'm fancying. See what kind of... I've just typed in arch to see what kind of arch-like items we have. See, that might be okay. How big can we make it? It's going to have to be quite big to allow. I'll go for like a grey. I don't think that's going to go big enough. No, it isn't. So let's lift it up to vertical and rotate you over a little bit. This is going to work, Steve. I like your idea, but I think you're being a little bit too ambitious here with this. Because like what I was thinking is having an arch over the road. Nah, I don't think this is the one for you. I don't think that's the piece you need. It's a bit too big as well when it's that size. Okay, let's carry on looking and see what we've got. Ooh! Can that be made bigger? That might do the job. Where did it go? Oh, it's in the tree. Where did it end up there? Ah, yes, right. Brilliant. That's perfect. That is literally perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. Okay. It's a mythology piece, but it'll definitely do what we want it to do. Just need to get the Dunlop logo on there, and the job would be sorted. But I think we're going to pop that about there, just to add a little bit of adventure as you're kind of driving around this racetrack. So let's put it in. I'm hoping if we put the same colour on, this yellow will disappear. Is it yellow? It looks very yellow from where I was. Oh yes. Sound like the Churchill. That is literally perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. Oh, that's fantastic. That'll do. that will do. Sometimes you do have to be a little bit inventive with the pieces you put in, but that just adds a little bit of something for, you know, as you're driving around to kind of look at. So Splendid. That's spot on that. Right then, let's have a look about where we're going to put the queue line. So I think the entrance should be in the middle. I think the exit should be right up this side for reasons of, one, it'll be nice and easy to build the exit path from here. Oh, come on. Is that... There we go, I'll put it onto curve, I think. It's still... Okay, that'll have to do. And for the queue line, I'm not really sure what to do for the queue line, you know. What am I going to do for the queue line? I think you're best building a... where is it? You can... Where is building... I'm trying to think now. My excuse me, my brain's not working. I was going to attach some scenery pieces to this. I want to build kind of a garage. Let's see if we've got that to kind of make it look a bit like a pit stop, I guess. Like I haven't got the time to do it in a true, really exciting style, but I think we'll be closer enough that it'll kind of be okay. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be amazing. So I'm thinking we go along like that, then pop in. I can move that a little bit. The exit I'm not really wanting a part of the garage. So I think we'll build a something like that. Okay, right. And I'm guessing we're just going to use like a corrugated metal roof. Yeah, that can work. What are you going to do here? I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think that might be where the time is spent on this build. Pop that there. Yes, I think that is where the time is going to be spent on this build. And we need a roof piece there. What kind of roof types do we have? Not roof. Roof. I'm looking for... see, I would love that, but it's curved. I don't really want curved. That might do it. This aquatic... Well, I do quite like the green that we've got going on there. That might work out quite nicely. Yeah, you know what? I'm all for that. I think that looks okay. And... oh... Where is that aquatic roof? What's that? Oh, okay. I guess that's to go over the top. Which it's not going to let me. The way the angles are. Okay. Brilliant. You need the peak. Where is it? Oh man. Let's just... Right, we know it's a part of the aquatic theme. Let's see what options we've got if we just search for that particular theme type. So we are looking for, where is it? Scenery theme. There we go. And we are looking for, let's get rid of all of them, but we want this one. And does this give us more options? And so they say, no. Oh man, that roof would have been perfect if we could have just put the top on it. I can go flat. But there again, it doesn't look as good as... It looks a different format to that. Is that... Oh, there we go. Do we go down that route? We may have to. Okay, right. So that is in, and this little piece here is on its way out. We need to change that entrance so that it's kind of in the right place. And then let's put in a internal queue line. I'm not really too fussed about how it looks inside because we're not going to spend any time in here. Probably want to go into the straight sections for doing this bit. I have a feeling that the Go Karts are going to be... I'm really struggling with the camera angles here. Just zooming around everywhere. Sorry if you've got motion sickness or... I think I need to work out how to use these camera angles a little bit better. Actually, you know what would be quite nice? Let's do a car anyway. Do we have any cars? No. Do we have any trucks? No. Have you still got the filter on? I think that's yes. Yeah, that's probably why you can't find anything. Yeah, got any cars? There we go. Oh yeah, we'll put a little car here. This is getting Fast and Furious vibes if anyone's ever done that. Oh dear, I shouldn't. I think the Go Karts are probably better than the Fast and Furious ride at Universal Studios. If any one of you has ever done it, you'll know probably what I mean. I don't know if you're a fan of it, then I'm sorry, but it's just not for me. I just found it very. How do I politely say boring? It just didn't really live up to what I was kind of expecting, I guess. And when I first did it, it was like, oh, we're on a bus, and it was just a bit strange. Is probably the way to kind of word it. So, yeah. I'm probably going to have to do a bit of terrain adjustment again because it's a little bit out of alignment there, but that's fine. Okay, so we've got that there. Scenery, we want to put in the... what do we want? We want the... that corrugated metal... I want to kind of make it look like it's a bit of a garage door. That makes sense. That actually doesn't look too bad. I think that kind of comes off quite well, really. I would like to add some kind of overhang here to kind of cover that, but I'm not sure what to put in. I am eyeing up whether it's worth just building across here, actually. Kind of glad I didn't go too far and too crazy with that queue. I think that I don't really want to interfere with the wooden coaster there. So I think that will probably do us relatively nicely. And that can go there. Then I've just got to put it in. Oh, it won't let me click it. I'm having a few issues with the camera angles today. It's not best pleased with me. And then I'm going to go back and grab this flat piece and put that over here. And where's that core? I think the core would look great. Kind of a bit like the Italian Job. If you've ever been, well, the Italian Job used to be like a restaurant at Pleasure Beach, and it had the front of the Mini sticking out of it. I'm kind of wondering if we can kind of do the same here with this. How does that look from down? You know what, that actually looks quite fun. And someone has impaled themselves in the wall somehow, but there's some shocking driving going on, but that's fantastic. Yes. Now I don't want anything too fancy with this building, because it is just a garage. Like, it's nothing too special. Oh. It's all gone. Thank goodness for the undo button. That would have been a very sad time. Oh dear. There we go. So that's the kind of garage that looks okay, I think. Right. I think there is some like guttering we could use, which might just add a little bit to how this looks potentially. Well, there's nothing really at the angle that I kind of want it. Like, I suppose you can move it to whatever you want, but do I really want to? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I've got the patience to do this. Go on, just get it done. Okay. No, don't do it. Don't do it, Steve. You're gonna be there for hours. There'll be a quicker way of making that look better. Okay. Let's type in post and see what we have. We've got some posters. I'm looking for something kind of a square. That might do the job. What about a window? Like some kind of window might. Again, I want something a little bit industrial, but that might work out okay. What colour? Thinking like a brown. Does kind of blend in quite well. Okay, I think the window will definitely help break up the how strongly looking that wall was. So I think that is good. On over here as well. It just kind of makes it a little bit more. Yeah, I think that was a good choice. Just put a window on there. Just makes it look a little bit less intense. So, right then. W brick is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this thing here. So I am just going to put in a brick wall that kind of runs alongside here. Oh. It's doing that thing where it wants to snap. I think the easiest thing here would be to use this tool and just nudge it along using the advanced tool until we get to here. And I'm not really sure what I want to do with this one. I think it is just going to be a matter of doing something like that. Then probably going to want to extend that wall just around the Go Karts a little bit. What I might do just for now is just have this go over to join this fence over here, utilise the fence that we've already kind of built. So trees, well, we need a few things. We need to put in a power distributor. So let's have a look and see what we have on the power distributor side. And I am very conscious that I don't really want this to go on for much longer. He has spent the past half an hour watching me build a very basic building, which is a little bit boring. What's going on today? Why do you put it all the way up there? I don't want it there. I want it in here. Yeah, come on. Inside, please. Yes. That could be a bit of... Oh, come on. It's not... What is the game doing? Right, hang on. What do you mean task cards? Just move to where I need you to be. That the game is trying to fight me. It's like, nope. Not today. And let's put it on a little bit of a plinth there. There we go. That took way too long just to put in a power distributor. But I don't know why do Go Karts need power to petrol? Like, doesn't make any sense. I suppose that these traffic lights need power, but like... right, the operator. Are you going to leave them out in the rain like you did with the coaster? I'm going to be a bit nicer to these guys. I think I'm going to build some kind of structure just for them. I'm thinking of using the coaster supports. Well, I don't want to use that again. Where? What we've got. You do get quite a good selection of structure. There you go. Bit of Pepsi Max Big One structure there if you're doing a big one. That actually would probably work out quite well for doing an older Arrow coaster. It's nice that they've included that. That'll come in handy. That's a piece I want. I'm just going to drop that there actually, so I don't lose it again and have to start looking. Just some kind of vertical. That's a little bit too big. That might be okay. We could have that as black and white, which would be a bit like a checkered flag style. That there and there. You know what, I'm probably going to delete that second one and position this where I want it using this advanced move tool. Then once I've got that, I can actually do that. And then they're both the same height, so kind of helps. And then if I move this one to be kind of in the right place. Thinking something like this. Move that down a bit. And we'll make that black like that. And then let's move. Oh, did I not? No. Yeah, put that there. And then we'll spin that round so it's the opposite. And just wiggle that. I don't think I turned that enough. that's a little bit better. And then put that that way. There we go. That and how many roofs do we have? Do we have anything? They're all kind of a bit monstrous, really. I don't think it's going to be a search for a little curved piece like that. You know what, that might work out quite nicely. It's kind of the same colour as what you've got, same kind of style. Let's move that over until it kind of clips. Okay, so that's kind of there. Probably want to move this over a bit to go. But I wonder if I can actually. I don't think I'm going to need these bits now, so I'll delete those. I was thinking of a smaller roof, but I've gone for something a little bit bigger. I think that's selected. Oh no, that's okay. Push that down like that. And then is the I'm looking for some kind of wire. I don't know if you have rope. I just want something that's kind of like that. Not ideal, but it'll do what I'm looking for. Don't think it can be recolored. That's a shame, because it would have been ideal as just a different colour, really. I don't know if this is going to work. Go for that, and then if you don't delete your wooden coaster, Steve, I don't think that'll go down very well. That down there like that. That's not going through there. Okay, and then you can move that over here so it's in through that, and then hopefully it will let me do the same and move that over there, which it has done, so that's all good. And there we go. I think that the menu won't close using the close button, so I found another glitch in Planet Coaster. You will never be able to end building this weird operator rain cover. The escape button does still work, thankfully, so we're not stuck in an endless loop. So, right, Go Karts are in. I think that you are good to get these open. So let's do that. And firstly, check the staff zone. So I think we're going to bring this as a part of the wooden coaster. We do have an engineer available there. Oh no, undo that. The undo button's so good. It's saved my life a few times, that undo button. So I'll put that like that. I still kind of want the pathway zone being done by the janitors that we have, so we'll build that around there like that. That's brilliant, fantastic. There we go. A boring go-kart, but like I say, it's not really. We're not a fully expanding park yet. It's a bit like when Alton Towers opened in the 80s and loads of people turned up and there's only one ride. That's kind of the vibe we're going for here. We've got nearly 2,000 people in the park and just a wooden coaster, a few shops and these go-karts now. So Let's. You can test the Go Karts. Should we have a race? I need to remember what the shortcut is. You can remove the UI. So I need to look into doing that. I will build a wall around there. I'll do that after this episode. I'm not going to make you watch me build a wall around some go-karts. It's a little bit boring. But I'm sure you'll see it on the next episode. So, you know what? These are going to be quite fun. Hardly ever do go-karts. They're often an upcharge in the UK. If you see them, if they're in a theme park, they make you pay more to do the go-karts. Have you ever won a go-kart race? Did we come last? How come we don't get another game, or did we come first? I feel like we lost that. I quite like the light pattern. I'll show you, you finished. Okay, that's fantastic. And the go-karts just parking themselves up. I wonder if you can still do that. You used to be able to like drive them, didn't you? In Planet Coaster 1, I think you could name the guests someone and it'd let you drive them. I'm sure you can drive them. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it was an achievement you could get, like win a go-kart race or something. I might be thinking there's something else. But it was a long time ago. So there we go, go-karts are now open. I'm sure that they will come flooding in their masses to come and have a go. I think the highlight is actually this giant tyre that I've put in. It's a bit like the Rita entrance at Alton Towers, if you've ever seen that. It looks very Rita-esque, and that was what I was kind of wanting for the for here, just as a little bit of a interest point. We've got a wall to build. The garage looks okay. Just needs a little bit of tweaking. Like I say, I might have a play around and see if I can get it looking a little bit better. But you get the basics. We've got the garage door there. It's meant to be a little bit of a workshop-y type vibe. It's a little bit too clean for a workshop, but I don't know how you can kind of rug it up a little bit. But yeah, I quite like that. And I think that we need to start thinking about our next project. So, what am I thinking for the next one? Am I actually going to stick with whatever I say in this one? Because I might well change my mind and do something completely different. I would like to see something in here. Now, I'm not sure what to put in there, but I would like to see something in there. And I am kind of fighting towards either a few shops or make it into like using the custom path tool, building a picnic type area with a shop in there, just a singular shop. But I also think like here would be a good location for another shop as well, because I just think it'd be quite good to have like some pit stop snacks or something where people can go and just get a few snacks and whatnot. Even though we do have these shops over here, I just think that, well, you can never really have too many shops because they do seem to be in Planet Coaster 2 more eager to use them, and the shops seem to be a lot more profitable in Planet Coaster 2 than in Planet Coaster 1. So yeah, let's see how we've got major issues with our opening attraction. The Rudyard Railway is at capacity. We're thinking to get crowd control, aren't we? But you know what? For a little railway, it does okay. It did only have one train when it first opened, so I think that having the multiple trains has definitely helped. But yeah, we've clearly got a very popular park here, and we need to carry out some expansion works. And we do have plenty of money now, so we could potentially put in a good roller coaster as well. So what do we have coaster wise unlocked? Now the thing that I want to have a bit of a moan about the game here is that we can have this B&M flawless coaster, which a park of this size would never have. We can have the this is a Vekoma multi-launch family coaster, which is great, but again they're usually aimed at bigger parks. They're quite large rides. And then we've got the Mine Train coaster again, which is usually for larger parks. The Arrow, well, it's based on the Arrow Hyper Coaster, again, like you're looking at like the likes of like the big one, Magnum XL 200, which yeah, not really aimed at a park of this size. I suppose that the Ultra Spinner has been the Mac Ultra Spinner has been found at a few smaller parks, and potentially one of those. The water coaster, I can't see myself using it. I just think it, as much as well, one, I've never seen one in real life, but I know they are based on a real like water coaster that Intamin build. I just don't know if I feel like this park would suit one, but maybe later on when we start building elsewhere, then we've got the vintage pack, so we've got the wooden coasters and the two vintage coasters of the Wild Mouse, and like, to be fair, the Wild Mouse coaster probably would fit in this park very well, but I just don't think that's what I want at this moment in time in the park. It's more an amusement-y park kind of ride. The same with this one here, which is a side friction roller coaster. So yes, we've spent the past 50 minutes building a go-kart track, so I do apologise. Something a bit different, and well, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and please comment on what you would like to see next, because I think that we do need something a little bit more substantial than a go-kart, because yeah, that's not going to take a lot of people, is it? The go-karts are not going to take many people at all. To be fair, actually, we've got some people on them. That they're getting ready to go. Oh, look at that. Put your hands on the wheel. They're just laughing. Oh dear. Did they just crash? No wonder if they haven't got their hands on the wheel. That's really funny. Okay, I'm kind of glad that I put those in now. I think they're going to be quite a good addition to the park. And again, it might not. We might redevelop this area in the future potentially, but yeah. So, anywho, right. I've talked about what I'm thinking of doing. Probably not going to do any of it. I'll change my mind by the time I get around to it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode.